one's safety. Carl planned to install a security device on the gate of the restricted area.
I'm playing Pokemon Get, see? That's a wild one.
That has got to be the stupidest game I've ever heard of.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's really a kid's game. And it's silly for me to...
Wait it. Quit time.
3-day weekend.
Now the entire town was obsessed with the Pokemon game.
Got it.
Duffman has got it.
Got it.
Homer noticed that Maggie's room was filled with Pokemon plush toys, so he handed his phone to Maggie to play with. On the mountain, Homer saw a skunk, but it wasn't until he put down his phone that he realized it was a real one. To get rid of the stench on his body, Marge fetched some tomato juice for Homer to bathe in. Marge was worried that the game would affect Homer's health, but Lisa stepped forward to refute her in time. Homer was walking tens of thousands of steps every day just to play the game, and he had even lost a good amount of weight.
I prefer if you didn't turn your skunk bath into a giant cocktail.
Oh, what damn rule ever shoot.
That night, Homer and Lisa huddled together to discuss something, making sure Marge couldn't overhear them. Homer had discovered that Pokemon pets could actually be sold for money. Lisa was persuaded and decided to join Homer's spending spree plan. However, Homer soon realized that spending money was like pouring it into a bottomless pit. To prevent Marge from finding out, he quickly destroyed all the evidence. Just then, Bart ran in, wanting Homer to help him find someone, and tracking people down was a Pokemon player's special skill. When they got home, Marge still found out about Homer's reckless spending. Homer feigned innocence and shifted all the blame onto Bart. Marge tried to say something more, but Homer didn't want to listen at all.
Finger combed?
Yes, because I decide how my hair looks.
Seymour! Just wanted to tell you I'm here with a real man. My silhouette's replacing yours on the stairs. It wasn't easy, but I got all the grizzlies.
Great, I'll do the pony while you do the lion. Make sure you strap them on real tight.
After that, Homer turned on the fire hydrants on both sides of the road. Overnight, the entire Springfield was submerged in a vast expanse of water. Early in the morning, Homer used a megaphone to wake up the neighbors and let them come to admire his artwork. It turned out that this was his artwork, named Springfield, Venice.
Do you think Mother would like this hat pin?
Oh, yes.
A few days earlier, Homer had littered on the road while driving, causing a serious traffic accident. The beautiful victim came to his door. At first, Homer tried to deny it, but when he heard that she had not come to claim compensation and even wanted to give him money, Homer was a bit confused. It turned out that this beautiful woman was an artist. She took a fancy to the pile of garbage Homer had thrown away, saying it had an abstract beauty and that she could even sense Homer's emotions. The beautiful woman suggested that he seize the opportunity and bring his talent into play. So Homer prepared to hold a personal abstract art exhibition. He worked overtime all night and created many garbage artworks. The creative process and the theme of artistic emotion were the same as before. The only difference was that people did not seem to appreciate them. They were already tired of this creative theme. In order to regain the title of artist, Homer went to great lengths to create this performance art of flooding Springfield.
And is that us on the roof?
That's us.
Are we kidding?
Oh, I don't know. Could be. I need some inspiration.
Yoink.
After a quick checkup, the doctor announced that he needed to undergo hip replacement surgery, but the operation of Duff Beer Company couldn't be interrupted, so they quickly announced that an audition would be held to select the next Duffman. When Homer saw the audition news, he was eager to have a go. This job would not only let him drink unlimited beer, but it was also the highest honor for all alcoholics. Even 100 years later, an extra line could be carved on his tombstone. Seeing how obsessed he was, Marge had no choice but to agree reluctantly. Soon came the day of the Duffman audition. The first round tested a must-have basic skill pouring beer. The foam on the beer poured by Homer was thicker than the judges had ever seen. The second round was Duffman's classic catchphrases and signature moves.
Oh yeah!
It was clear that Homer still took a commanding lead in the performance segment. After a series of skill tests, only Homer and another contestant were left to compete for the championship. The host then asked Homer what Duff beer meant to him.
We're beer babies.
In all aspects, Homer was undoubtedly the best candidate, but the final result was unexpected. They chose the other guy. However, just as the celebration confetti had finished falling, the judges suddenly noticed that the winner had a tattoo of another beer brand's logo on his waist. The staff hurried to check Homer's buttocks, and there was only a mark left by Marge.
These reality shows really leaving my privacy.
Just like that, Homer got lucky by accident and became the next Duffman. To welcome the new king, Duff Beer Company specially filmed a promotional video in the style of Game of Thrones for him. Homer took a solemn oath in front of a beer barrel. Later, the CEO took Homer to learn about the company's history and culture, and most importantly, a mysterious beer recipe. This recipe was locked in a safe, and only 3 people in the world knew the password. Trying to open it secretly was harder than landing on Mars.
Schlitz plus water.
When Homer saw the recipe, he was completely dumbfounded, and the CEO quickly snatched the secret recipe away in a fluster.